Hello and welcome yogis to beautiful France. Today I have a deep stretch for you. This is an intermediate class, so please make sure that you are intermediate. But if you're not and you want to give it a go, just make sure that you listen to your body. A stretch should feel deep, it should feel intense, but definitely never painful. So even if you're intermediate, still listen to your body. Listen to its whispers before you have to hear its screams. I think that's always great advice. So we're going to start off today lying on our backs with our heels together in a reclined butterfly. Take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. We're going to take a moment here to tune into the breath. Make sure you tuck your shoulder blades behind you to find some extra comfort. We're going to go straight into our deep sea breathing sound breath, Ujjayi. Okay, we're going to take a grip of the knees and find some big circles as we draw them in towards each other and out again. Starting to warm up through the hips. Rotate in the opposite direction. Take your time. And then make your way to happy baby. You can rock from side to side if that feels good. And then find some stillness in your happy baby. Draw your tailbone down and your knees a little further towards the mat. We're going to release the left leg, extend it, grab the right edge, the edge of the right foot with your left hand, and we're going to draw that leg across the body into a twist with the leg extended. You can always bend it if needed. Release the foot, but keep the leg where it is and open your arms both into a T. And use the power of your leg to bring it back to center. And then drop it out towards the side. We're going to continue this movement nice and slow, taking it all the way across the body into a twist. Touch the floor. And then slowly raise it up towards the sky. And open it out to the right. It may not get all the way to the ground when you get to the right. That's okay. Continue going. A few more times. Last one. Out to the side. Back up to center. Grab behind the leg, bend the knee, and we're going to point and flex the toes. And then see if you can straighten and draw it a little towards your body. You may not be fully warmed up yet, so that's okay. You may not go too far. Find a bounce if that feels good. And then bend the knee, point and flex. Straighten again. Find that bounce. Release the leg and as slowly as you can, draw it down to meet the left. Bend the left towards your chest into a happy baby and take a grip of the outside edge of the foot. You can keep the knee bent or you can straighten into your twist over to the right side of the mat. Opening this left arm to the side, gaze to the left. Breathe deep. Take your head back to center, release your foot, keep it where it is. Open your arms both to a T shape and slowly draw that leg back to center. We're then going to move it out towards the left, back to the sky, and all the way to the right. Touch the ground, draw it back up. Slowly move with intention, moving it out to the left, back to center, down to the right. We have 2 more. Keep going. This is our last one, taking it all the way over to the left. Back to center and over to the right. Come all the way back up to center. Bend the knee, take a grip of the ankle or shin, and we're going to point and flex the toes. Straighten the leg. Pull it towards you. Find a bounce. Bend the knee, point and flex. Straighten the leg. Find that bounce once again. Bend the knee, point and flex. And then very slowly straighten the leg, and we're going to slowly draw it down to meet the right, as slowly as you can. Hug your belly button back. Okay, bend your knees, make your way into your bridge pose, lifting the hips as high as you can. Slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to raise back up. You can play around with pointing your toes and then drawing your heels back down. Nice and slowly. And then slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug your knees towards your chest, and we're going to find a roll of the spine. Maybe grip behind the legs. Finding one more roll until you come into your boat pose. Step your feet down and come on forwards into a forward fold. Interlace your hands behind your spine and allow them to fall up and over your head. You can bend your knees generously or keep them nice and straight. Release your hands. And we're going to roll all the way into mountain. Inhale as the arms touch above you. Exhale down. Lift up through your left leg. Extend. Hold it. And then bend it. Take a grip of the outside edge. Coming into a twisted, extended yogi toe hold. Move slowly to help you with balance. Slowly gaze forwards. We're going to cross this left leg on top of the right, coming down for our eagle pose. Take your time. Right arm on top of left. Release your arms, release your leg, and step back. High lunge. Play around with sinking really deep, getting even deeper into that psoas muscle stretch, and then bouncing back up again. We're going to fold forward pyramid pose, framing the front foot. Draw the toes up towards the sky. Become heavy. Start to bend into the front knee and twist your body to face the right. Come down to your knees, making your way into cow face pose. Sitting between the heels. We're going to wrap our arms into our full Gomukhasana. Right hand behind the spine. Left hand takes a grip of the fingertips. Release your hands nice and slow. Start to face the front foot and twist yourself back into your pyramid. See if you can go a little deeper. frame your front foot. And we're going to raise that back leg up to the sky for standing splits. So we're placing that left hand on the ground for support. Hold on to your right ankle. Let's draw that back leg back down to the ground. Back into your pyramid just for a moment. Roll forwards and make your way into your pigeon pose. Stay seated in your pigeon to begin. And then when you're ready, we're going to fold forwards over this front leg and rest the head down. Press yourself up. And let's see if we can take our mermaid pose. So we're going to draw that back knee towards the armpit. Sorry, the back foot, not the knee. And then take this right arm up and over your head by hooking that back foot into your elbow. See if you can grip onto your hands. Slowly, slowly release the hands and then release that back foot down. Press yourself up into a plank and all the way back into a three-legged down dog. Roll forwards to plank, take a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog. Meet me in downward facing dog. Taking a moment to breathe here before we take it to the other side. Look between your hands, jump, step or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take a grip of your fingertips, interlace your hands, behind your back. Allow them to fall up and over your head. Release your hands, roll your spine all the way up to mountain. As your hands come down, we're going to raise up off of the right knee, off of the right foot. We're going to take a grip with the left hand to the knife edge and extend into a twist. Slowly start to face forwards. Release the grip of the leg, hold it there for a moment, and then cross it over the standing leg into your eagle. We're going to cross our left hand on top of the right, holding for a few breaths. Release the hands, raise back up into extended leg, and step back, high lunge. Play around with sinking lower in your high lunge and raising up. Sinking down and up, feeling into the stretch. And then frame the front foot, coming into your pyramid pose. Send the toes up towards the sky and rest. Start to walk your fingers over towards the left. As you start to cross your legs, bend your knees and bring them to the ground for your Gomukhasana cow face pose. Let's take our cow face arms, this time raising the right arm up to the sky and interlacing with the left. Release your hands, plant them down, frame the front foot, and we're going to twist all the way back again into our pyramid pose. See if you can go a little deeper. Roll a little forwards, coming into our standing splits. Right hand places on the ground. Left hand takes a grip of the left ankle. Step back briefly into your triangle. And we're going to make our way into our pigeon pose. Stay seated for a moment, allowing your hip to open, feeling into the pose. Adjusting where needed. And then slowly come on down and rest your head onto your hands. Slowly come on up, and we're going to make our way into our mermaid pose. So bending that back leg, take a grip with your right arm, pull it towards your elbow or towards your armpit, and we're going to see if you can hook that foot into your elbow, raising this left hand back behind your head, maybe taking a grip of the fingers. Slowly release your grip. Keep the foot where it is as you come a little forward. Plant your hands shoulder distance and slowly lower that back foot down to the ground. We have a little cherry joining us. Tuck your back toes, lift up into plank, and press up and back for three-legged down dog. Slowly roll forwards for a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Meet me in down dog. Take some nice deep breaths. Step your feet nice and wide, wider than your mat. And start to walk your hands back for a wide-legged forward fold. Hang heavy. And then take a twist to the left, grip the left ankle with your right hand. Raise your left to the sky. Let's slowly swap sides, coming to the right. Make your way back to your down dog. And we're going to jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Fold. And slowly make your way down to your bum. Once you get there, we're going to extend our legs out long in front of us and find a forward fold. We're going to make this a little more active by raising up, but as we do, keep your face nice and close to your right leg and see if you can lift it with you. And then slowly lower down. Don't worry if you can't do that. We're going to take it to the left, face close to your leg, and lift. Lower down. This time open your feet as wide as your mat, so not too wide. We're going to do the same thing, face towards the leg, and lift up. Lower down. Take it over to the left, face close, lift up, and lower down. Let's bring our feet hip distance. We're going to slowly lower our spines all the way to the ground and lift up for bridge. Lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Plant your hands behind you and you can go back into bridge or meet me in wheel pose. Let's all slowly come on down and hug our knees up towards the belly. Give them a squeeze. To end our class today, we're going to extend our legs into shavasana. Extend your arms. And take a moment here of appreciation for what our bodies are capable of. And to become aware of how you're feeling after all that stretching and mindful movement. Bring your breath back to a natural rhythm. And we'll take a moment of total silence together. Listen to the sound of your breath, or to the wind or birds around you. Staying in this moment. I'm going to leave you all here. Just continue to enjoy your shavasana for as long as you wish. I thank you so much for joining me. Until our next class, Namaste.